Greetings, IB artists. This is Miss A, and today we're going to be talking about year 2 in IB art. The first thing I do is, again, the first or second week, once we're all back, so I would say first or second week of September, the assessments. And the assessments of what students have done. The sooner the better, okay? Because this is a crucial time for students to have a very accurate idea of how much work they have, at what level they're working at, whether they've actually done anything useful over the summer, and what they need to kind of really focus on this term. And this term for our students is very short, because usually your exhibition is somewhere in the middle of March. So, it's a very short year for IB art students, the second year. So keeping that in mind, this is why the summer holiday is so important. And it's really when you clarify to yourself what it is that you're doing. I know it sounds crazy because you've got a whole year behind you, but sometimes, it's not really that clear. And I have a lot of students, they're emailing me saying, oh my God, I've just started the course and I'm now in week 2 and I still have no idea what my theme is. That's absolutely fine. That's normal. Just like when you're doing a drawing or some kind of artwork, it's important to step back to see it, objectively and from a distance, that you put some distance between you. It's exactly like that when you're looking at the overview of your work. It's important to have that space of a year to really see what you've done, what your focus is, and where you need to invest more energy, basically. Year 2 for me really is where you have a solid foundation of skills, techniques, and you're now putting that to good use in creating artworks that are really, you're just pushing that level higher. You're really kind of creating your best work in the second year. And towards the exhibition, you may even, this is if you're really, disciplined, you will even have time to go back and fix some of the older work, right? And I'm not talking about, redoing anything. I'm just talking about bringing it up to the level where you're at now. Right, so all those things that have, you will see them in a different light. And again, of course, discuss this with your teacher. But your skills in the second year should be a lot better than in the first year. And you can actually go over some of the work that you've done that you're not completely happy with, and push that to the next level, or the level that you're at now. Okay? So you've had your kind of assessment in September after the summer holiday. And again, if you have a midterm break, which you should have, the same thing. You are planning that midterm break, you've discussed things with your teacher, you know exactly what you need to do, and then you come back, you discuss the work with your teacher again. You have a strong idea about where you stand, what needs work, what needs more dedication, etc. And then suddenly we're at the end of the year, really. And in November, again, assessments and a very clear plan before the winter break. Very clear. Your winter break is really your last chance to either start a new piece, to push things that you may have already done, to have a clear vision of what your exhibition will look like. You're visualizing that. And also, I would strongly recommend that by the time you come back from the winter holiday, you have your curatorial rationale all ready to go. Now, when you come back in January in year 2 of IB, usually that's when you have your mock exams. And again, I don't know if that applies to your school, but generally speaking, again, what I do as a teacher, I schedule individual assessments for the students around their own timetable of, the exams that they have for other subjects. Very, very important. This feedback that you get is basically not just an indication of where you stand, but it's usually also applied for things like college, university applications. So it's important that you realize that and that you are working towards these mock exam results that will help you with your application. I'm just going to mention that for students who are applying for art college and university, it's very important that you know your deadlines. Keep your deadlines in mind. Make sure that you don't miss them, etc. That you have all the information that you need of what is required for the submission. That's your responsibility, not anybody else's, okay? So again, you're working towards that deadline. You really should be you should be in a position where you're quite confident about your work, where you have a pretty decent portfolio that you are, happy to show people and apply to colleges and universities with. So in term 2, you are most likely to have your mock exam somewhere in January. Again, this will vary. And you are really working towards having your art exhibition somewhere around mid-March. That's also when you should have all your documents and slides, for your comparative study, process portfolio, and all the final pieces for the exhibition. All that should be ready, definitely by the time you've set your exhibition up. Don't forget the photography, please, please, please. I will actually make a video about that. Photographs, like I keep saying, are very, very important. It is the only thing that the examiner sees of your work, so make sure that they are of an excellent quality. If you don't know how to take photos, get some help. You may be lucky enough to have some kind of a art department camera. You can borrow that if you don't have a camera, etc. There's always ways of getting people to help you, and use that help. You're in a school, so there's lots of people there to help you. So get it together, be smart, be disciplined, use the facilities, and take good photographs, and have everything ready for your e-submissions, which includes the curatorial statement and everything else. The uploading of your e-submissions, generally speaking, should be late March, I guess. So, make sure that everything is ready to go. In some ways, the art is out of the way first, and now you can focus on your other exams, right? So if you've got to this point, well done. So if you're kind of thinking, well, how much work am I supposed to do? Check the requirements. Always keep coming back. And not only do you have a minimum and a maximum number of pieces, it also varies the kind of work that you do, whether it's 2D, 3D, or digital and lens-based, whether you're doing higher level or standard level. And I have videos on that. But generally speaking, take responsibility for your own success. It's very, very important, and this is why I'm doing these videos, so that you are empowered to plan your 2-year course, and that you feel confident about the direction that you're going in and how to achieve everything that you need to do in order to do well on this course. Okay? So this is it from me. I hope it's been helpful. If you have any questions, please comment below. Thank you so much for the likes and the subscribers. I really, really appreciate it. It makes me feel less alone. So, wishing you all the best. I know it's a challenging year. We will get there. This is Miss A. Take care and all the best.